Now when the 6th house lord goes into the first house, into the Lagna, which means it is placed 8th house from itself. Now the 6th house lord going 8th house away from itself but in the Lagna. This means that many a times the obstruction, the challenges, the problems may come into your career, into your workforce, and after overcoming those obstacles, the challenges, those emergencies, that firefighting, only then will you be able to rise in your career. Only then you will be able to do very well. Only then you will be able to attain a certain stature, dignity, standing in society. However, because it is gone 8th house away from itself but in the Lagna, it also means sudden opportunities may also come to you, just like sudden fire may come to you. Sudden gains come to you. Somebody who is a friend calls you up and says, can you work with me? But what happens, this is a different, only from an opportunity. This will be a growth-oriented opportunity which comes out of the blue. It is not that, okay, you're a vice president marketing in this organization, I'll make you vice president marketing in my own company. No, it is, okay, you're working in vice president marketing, I'll make you an executive marketing in my company. Come, I'll give you 30%, 40% gain. This is different from the 6th house lord placed in the 8th house. So this is 8th house is away from itself but in the Lagna. So this is out of the blue getting a very strong placement or an opportunity to work much big. Take a huge jump because of you having the sudden gains coming in. But this also means the fall from grace can also be that big. So you're sitting on top, you're the executive vice president and all that. Sudden such a big problem happens, you fall from grace. Many times the sudden challenge happens because the 6th house lord is placed 8th from itself, but the 6th house lord, which means somebody working behind your back, has done something because of which things have gotten in, or the things have started moving in such a way, they have ended up with you falling from grace, losing your job, losing your standing, losing your respect, losing your stake. So this is a double-edged sword. On one side, huge gains can come out of you out of the blue, but sometimes big fall from grace can also happen suddenly. So here you need to be very humble, and you also need to have a service mindset. But what this does is you need to have a service mindset to be at the top. That I need to go and become the MD of the organization, then I'll bring in the biggest change. So you have to think big. You have to think huge. Then you'll be able to reach at least 2 or 3 steps away from where you are. If you dream small and if you want to take smaller, shorter steps, then it'll take you a lot of time, lot of issues to overcome challenges or problems. So the Shrishti, the zodiac is helping you that I want to make you huge gains and sudden gains, 2 or 3 leaps or jumps also. So always think 2 or 3 steps ahead of others. Try to be more creative. Try to be more innovative. Think in 3 years, 4 years, 5 years where I want to be. Let me try to do it now. So have that mindset to be able to make gains. However, many people who are working in pharma companies as surgeons, as doctors, or who are in manufacturing, or having franchisee of salons or restaurants, in some capacity they are serving and they are MD or the business owners in this placement. So if you have the 6th house lord in the Lagna, in the first house of the D10 chart, this is a huge opportunity. It is ridden with challenges and issues also, but it also the biggest promise. The most sudden gains may come in with a service mindset, overcoming competition, but with intelligence, but to think big.